everyone, Bushcraft here. Thanks for tuning in. I'm in a new woods today, which looks quite nice. I haven't been here before. I've come with all my Gucci gear as well, so I'm going to do a hammock camp. I've brought so much stuff, I need to do 2 trips to the car. So, little tip, if you get one of these notebooks, just make sure you record your way in and you know where you are. I mean, for example, here there's 2 loads of holly there, and there's a fallen birch there with a load of polypores on. So I know on my way back in, I know exactly where I'm camped because it's quite easy to get lost. Just a couple of things, guys. The reason why I chose this spot is there's an old shitty shelter there which is going to go up in flames in a few hours. It's a birch woodland as well, which means that it's acidic soil, and birch are notorious for having very weak root systems. So I've picked this spot because I've got the trees the perfect length apart and there's no widow makers up there. Right guys, if you haven't got any spare paracord or you haven't got any pre-tied prusik loops, what you can do is just pull the loop out on your tar, get a toggle, put it through the loop, over the paracord and back down, and that'll do the job just as well. If you've got a load of spare paracord, you can daisy chain it like this. It keeps it nice and tidy, you know, and it looks cool, man. Okay guys, hammock suspension system. I've got tree huggers which are larks headed around this birch, down to a climbing grade crab and 2 rappelling rings. If you're using a green hornet like I am, you're going to have to mod the hornet, because you're going to have to put on this 6mm dynamic climbing rope onto it. What you do is you thread the rope through once and through, and then you split the rings like that and you put it through again, and Bob's your uncle. When you've got it the way that you want it, you can just do a simple stop and knot. And that's not going anywhere. Well guys, this is the Pro Force SF Tomahawk. It's amazing, man. I call it my go bag now. I've got daisy chains all over it and cordage everywhere. I've modded it a bit as well. Basically this is my go bag, so this is what I'm going to take everywhere now, and then if I go hammock camping I'm going to take an additional bag with my hammock stuff in. It just keeps it easier as well. I'm changing the style as well, how I'm doing this, because I'm naturally quite messy and a bit disorganised. This is really modular, so I've got everything in its place, and as I go about my day, as I need something, I'll put it, when I finish with it, I'll put it exactly back in its place, and it just helps me keep more organised, and if I have to get out quick in the morning, everything's in its place. Missed you, old friend. This is a DD 3x3 in Coyote Brown. I've got it in a diamond configuration purely because when you have it in a normal sort of rectangular configuration with a green hornet, it doesn't quite cover your feet. Like you'll have wet on the edges. So last time I was out, I got caught by that. So I've done it in a diamond. But the problem is you have less loops. You know, you've got 1 loop at each end and 1 in the middle, so there's quite a bit of sag on it. So I don't know if any of you guys out there can recommend any alternative sort of diamond configuration tarps or a way of killing that sag, because I've just emptied 1 huge rain bollock on there, and I've got a feeling there's going to be a few tonight. These are Primrose, edible springtime flower in the UK. They taste a bit like honey, so I'm going to grab a few now and let them fortify my dinner a bit later on. just spotted Daldina concentrica. You take only what you need and you leave the rest. This is a horse's hoof fungus, Fumfamentaire or Fumfamentaria, so I don't know which one of the two it is. I've only ever seen it growing on birch. I believe it only does grow on birch. I don't need him anyway, and you really have to dry him out to get the maximum effect. So I'm going to leave him to do his job. This is an ancient woodland. That means that it's existed prior to the year 1600. So that's the definition of an ancient woodland. And a really good indicator of the woodland being ancient is the existence of holly. Another thing with holly is generally the further up the tree you get, the smoother the leaves are. They've got less spikes on them, if you see there. It's an internal defence mechanism with holly. So if you see holly that's next to a road that's been chopped down quite a lot, it's generally really spiky. When you go into the woodland and you look further up the tree, it's a lot smoother.
Darling, all these things are true. She told me she can't wait to find you. What's it gonna take to make you see? What's it gonna take for you to believe me? That I'm deep inside the part that never dies, that never still believes in a life of danger. Sound off on stories now grown cold. These lies that permeate these days. We live in pain, my impression is to fall in love too late. I gave you everything I had. I'm so addicted to the self-fulfilling emptiness too far. They'll never hear us now. So please believe in every word I'm saying. I don't even believe it on myself sometimes. I will always keep part of you inside of me, inside the part of me that never dies, the heart that still believes in life.
I'm just looking for a little bit of relief now on this rain. Just a few hours, man. It's been chucking it down all day and I'm soaked through. I'm completely soaked. My socks are soaked, my trousers are soaked, everything, man. So I'm worrying if this fire reflector is going to be in vain. I'm just going to show you this little cook set that I've put together. It's a Combat PLC utility pouch, and then just a normal pouch on the back, and then mollied together. It's a Zebra billy as usual, and an IKEA cook stove. It's a 12cm billy, so the cook stove just fits really nicely inside it if you take the handles off, which is cool, and you've got a load of space in there as well, and you can use that just to do a cup of tea. This wax buddy burner has been going now for about 15-16 minutes. It's carbonised the shit out of the pot, but that doesn't matter really, just clean it up when I'm back. But yeah, alright then man, mad crew rating. Got some of the logs from that old crappy shelter there, but they're really punky man, I mean they're soaked through to the middle. So I think I'm going to do an upside down fire and use them as the base. And here's a nice birch I took down about half an hour ago, and I'm just taking another one out now. You've got 3 trees here, or 3 limbs on one tree, and it's come down in one go, so I'm just taking that limb at the moment. I've left it a bit late in the day, but I've hooked up a drip line here using a highwayman's hitch, which basically just collapses on itself. Paracord straight down there into the container. What we got cooking here, obviously some bacon, some Primrose, which is going to go into Moroccan couscous, and a chai latte. Morning guys, I had a fantastic night's sleep. It was really nice, really comfortable. I've got my pillow, I've got my snug pack under blanket. The fire went on till about 3 in the morning, so the fire went on for 7 hours all in, which is fantastic. I just had a really good night's sleep. I was woken up about 4 o'clock by a deer barking. The fire lay that I had, that's the way forward now for me. The upside down fire, I love them anyway, but having the fire break at the back, that obviously caught, and then that gave me sort of dried out wood on either side that was quite punky and wet to start with, so that basically gave me fuel all during the night, so that's the way forward for me now. I'm just trying this out. I'm frying these eggs in coconut oil. I think I can use coconut oil on my leather work and also on my knife. So and it tastes amazing as well. So here it is. Getting a little Nalgene. That's lovely. Guys, thanks for joining me on this video. I'm going to strike camp now after I finish this. So thanks very much for watching. If you haven't already liked it, like the video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again soon.